Everything is fake.
Yeah.
We're living in a fake country.
Yeah.
Run by satanic overlords.
It's like with tattoos and things. Like I've always gotten them. There's like that time where everybody's like, "Oh, I have tattoos," and after a while, you're like, you can explain them and they can mean something. It's just comes from that real life.
The Greatest Conspiracy. Washington, D.C. Death Cult. In the heart of Washington, D.C., a hidden society known as the Enlightened once thrives amidst the corridors of power. What appears to be an elite circle of politicians, influential figures, and business moguls conceals a dark secret. They are members of a clandestine cult. This sounds as something that AI chat would spit out in a second. That's because it is. But what if the conspiracy is real? This video will ask questions. There are no answers to those yet, but you must use logic. Esprit de corps is a French term that translates to spirit of the body or group spirit in English. It refers to the camaraderie, unity, and shared sense of loyalty and morale among members of a group or organization, particularly within a military context. Esprit de corps emphasizes the importance of teamwork, mutual support, and a shared identity within a group. How does mutual responsibility established if the group is involved in the most enormous conspiracy in history? Cult is a critical part of this conspiracy because the attributes of cult-like establishment is needed to operate within the system which was designed specifically against such behavior. The usurpation of power of the most powerful war machine is the highest stake and cannot be taken lightly. It is done through manipulation, coercion, and propaganda to undermine democratic institutions and establish an authoritarian regime. What is the glue holding this together for many years? Rituals are part of any human activity. Religious, daily habits, personal behaviors. Most importantly, to establish control in a cult-like environment. Worship varies from music and dancing, praying, offerings, but this is the light version of worshipping. Historically, there were animal sacrifices, blood sacrifices, sexual acts, brutality of torn heart, Aztec and Maya rituals, sometimes in thousands a day, Baal children fed to the fire, Christians feed to wild animals. All of those are thought to be pagan and long forgotten. What if they have not been consigned to history's shadows? What if something as brutal as these forgotten rituals serves as the binding force that holds the conspiracy together? Consider the unthinkable scenario. A prominent politician, a wealthy businessman, or a revered Hollywood producer found themselves entangled in a web of incriminating evidence, a video depicting their heinous acts of sexual abuse. Would they still have the audacity to come forward as whistleblowers, knowing the damning consequences? Or could there be something far more sinister at play, something that goes beyond the realms of our worst nightmares? Could it be that within this clandestine cult, there exist stages of indoctrination? Perhaps what we perceive as the lightest stage is but a mere precursor to a more harrowing realm. What lies beyond the initial indoctrination? What horrors await those who tread further down the path? The highest stage of indoctrination, shrouded in darkness and depravity, remains a haunting mystery. Cult ideology must promote the mirror image of everything. Wicked is noble. Foul is pure. Deceptions are genuineness. Animosity is love. Lawlessness is obedience. Degradation is progress. Immorality is virtue, and all other concepts which made the society effective as we know it. Everything must be reversed. What is the very symbol of the ideology of this cult? In this twisted world, where do we find the symbol that encapsulates such a perverse ideology? Is it the enigmatic pentagram, long associated with occult practices and mysticism? Or does the cross, a symbol of faith and salvation, bear the weight of this distorted reflection? Alternatively, could it be a representation of man himself, distorted and corrupted, standing as the embodiment of this perverse inversion? The cult must be exclusive and keep the adepts in isolation from others. They must feel exceptional. What is the 180 degrees opposite to the most spread religious practice in the world, the Abrahamic religions? To remind you that the three major Abrahamic religions are Judaism, 2%, Christianity 31.5%, and Islam 23.2%, approximately 54.9% of population. What is the opposite force to the divine in these religions? What did Jeffrey Epstein know? Where all the money come from? What if level of insider can have the power to turn off cameras in the most secure detention facility in the US or perhaps in the world? Is this a sign of strength or the sign of desperation, the last resort, because they know that this exposes them, but there is no choice? This has nothing to do with actual belief in the divine or other. It has nothing to do with religions, however it has everything to do with control. The truth cannot be told. The conspiracy must go on. Anyone who will attempt to exit the circle will be dealt with. The sin must be of such magnitude that it is unbearable if visible, and cannot be forgiven not in this world nor the next.
With like goblets, and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops. But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul. Let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
It's like I would film things like that. I would encourage like everybody, all different types of sexual. But there is that thing where it's like a lot of people misunderstand me with S&M, and they think it's super. And I have to like explain to people how, like, where it's more like you're tied down because you need to like be able to like have somebody hold you down.
I agree with Tulsi. We're living in a techno feudal society. They're the nobility, we're the peasants. And yes, you know, I mean, I was on trial for jaywalking.
Were you?
I went on trial for jaywalking.
Really?
I was before a judge. I had an arraignment. There were 2 court dates for it. And it's like, you know, the rules come down hard on me.
Yeah.
I never have it.
What,
And then you have, it was in Los Angeles. It was literally an empty street. Like, it was ridiculous. Hunter now, you have this thing with the gun charge.
Yeah.
Democrats pretend they like gun control. He lies on a background check, no big deal.
Yeah.
Everything is fake.
Yeah.
We're living in a fake country.
Yeah.
Run by satanic overlords who have no rules. They don't apply anything to themselves. Where did his money come from? Why was there no special counsel? I mean, this is the president's son. Can you give me a bigger conflict of interest? No.
No, I can't. I want the evidence about the satanic overlords. Where do you get that from?
I mean, the city of Washington is arranged in pentagrams.
Yes.
Have you seen the streets? Look at the streets of Washington. Tulsi, am I right?
He's not wrong about that.
No, he's not. Tell me more about this, because I find this intriguing. Do you have any newsletters?
Well, I tell you what. I should have one.
You should have a newsletter just about the Satan stuff.
Well, you know, Greg, look, these people.
Yeah.
You know, Epstein.
Yeah.
He was keeping everything together.
Yeah,
if you look at it, they killed him. We had COVID breakout, Afghanistan withdrawal.
It makes sense.
He was the glue.
He was the glue.
They got rid of him. They don't know what they're doing anymore.
No, they're not. The snake lost its head.
Exactly.
And that's and then you had Afghanistan, you had COVID, you have all these weird things that are happening.
Inflation,
the wars.
they couldn't do anything anymore.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.